Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt, and I'm back with Kerbal Space Program Hard Career Mode. And as you can see from the Kerbal alarm clock, today we are finally going to take care of that Minmus business. So I've done a couple of things off camera, mostly putting up some more satellites. The blue marker is one I didn't pick yet. I've also sent another lander to the moon, this time with, who did I send? Janby? Yep, with Janby. And we are going to have to adjust that, or react to that maneuver node at some point, but first off we are going to take this. Okay. We are going to fly the Stadler Minmus satellite, which has been on its way for 6 days. We got the Kerbin over there, the moon pretty small over here, and the big green ball of not mint ice cream, Minmus. So for now we are just going to time warp a bit more. And we are coming up on our alarm. Hooray! So we... Okay, I was just wondering how this was supposed to look, but Kerbin is in here. It's funny, pretty much nothing I have sent out has made it far past the moon orbit, except for our little satellite and Gemsy's lander. I find that funny. Okay, we are still about a minute out. Okay, and we are doing a Minmus flyby, which means we just finished that contract. Fly by Minmus, talk about close encounters. Any closer and there'd be paperwork. 82,000 funds. And 5 science, of course. So we are going to add a maneuver. Whoops, that was a problem when how do we need to do this now? What? Okay, something's wrong with that maneuver node. Okay, that's more like it. Ah, it must have turned around so far that it came back from the other side. Okay, now where do we need to go? Got a periapsis of 400 kilometers, or just under 500, 480 actually. So we're going for that. Oh. 400. 448. Ah, that's close enough, I think. And then we're going to adjust our orbit once we are here. About, or at least at the point it will show us that we've got a node ascending or descending. So, another alarm. And what else did I want to do? I wanted to go back to the Space Center and see atmospheric scans, radial decoupler orbiting the Moon. TT-70, I think that's the bigger one. Rescue Wilfry. Nope. Solid fuel booster. Not a lot of funds. I think we got enough satellites around Kerbin for the time being. Rescue mission. Damn, I was hoping for... Ooh, we can do that. I was hoping for this. There we are. Twin bore, no, we don't take that yet either. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep it as it is. Okay. Now I just need to do one thing and I'll be right back with it. Because I think I want to adjust my graphics settings to get less lag, or to hopefully get less lag. Let me try that for a minute. And there we are, hopefully. That looks good. Well, it actually looks a bit worse because I turned down the... what are they called? Textures? Actually, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this. There we are. And we are in the dark. On the dark side of the moon. Yes, it's not the far side. It's the near side. But it's dark. Because the moon is between the sun and us. No, it's not. So, we've got to adjust Jan B's course. Okay, time to close that. Oof, crap. That was stupid. Very stupid. Okay. Let's hope that didn't do any damage. Well, we are pretty much exactly where we wanted to be, periapsis wise. So I'm just gonna add another maneuver here to get us down to an apoapsis of about 20 kilometers as well. Ah, that should do it. And we are once again going to add an alarm. Ooh, that's 4 hours out. Now, for the interesting question. And it seems like that did it. Reducing the textures. Okay, Gamzee is really panicked. Maybe it helps if she can see Kerbin again? Not really. Because that's the moon, that's not Kerbin. There's Kerbin. Kerbin and the moon in one capsule window. And yeah, you can probably make out that the textures are worse now, but how did that work? This way. No. C. But at least we don't have the problem with lag anymore. Or at least not as much of a problem. Close alarm. Oh, okay. Okay, and there we are with our Minmus SOI. That's very nice. Whoops, that was a bit too far. 76 kilometers. Actually, we can do about 20 again. Not sure about the surface of Minmus, but I think 20 kilometers should be sufficient kilometers. Okay, so what do? We add a maneuver node alarm. Okay. It would be nice if I could switch to this satellite. Crumbs. Ah yeah, close alarm. State Minmus 1. There we are. I seem to have misplaced Minmus. There it is. Okay, now time to adjust our direction, heading and all that. Okay, let's try it like this. Okay, let's not try it yet. Okay, like this. I'm not entirely sure I won't run out of fuel before I get that orbit, but we will see. And this. Because I've added the maneuver too early. Crap. Where are we? No, come on. Think about here. And then we do this. A bit more of this. And we also do this. Which means we need to do a bit more of this as well. Like this, probably. More or less. Then we can adjust the rest of the way around here. It's still a day out. Whoa. So, Minmus missions take a while. Ooh! A stable orbit has been achieved. 66,000 funds for science. Nice. Add another alarm. Oops. Well, that's pretty much what I wanted. Gemsi is still not all that happy. Ah, now she is. Huh. Maybe she just doesn't like being too far from the nearest celestial body. Or maybe she has mood swings of a sort. Huh. She gets happy when I time warp. And unhappy when I come out of time warp. What? Okay. Gemsi, you are weird. Not exactly as planned. So let's get those 0.9 meters per second back. Okay, there we are. Oops. Where are we? 19 kilometers. Okay, that's fine. 14, okay, that's a bit low maybe. 19 by 20, yeah, we can live with that. And speaking of living, it's once again a day out. Means in the meantime we can focus our view on the moon and switch to the Savage Garden. Because we are coming in on the moon. Hehe. And Burker's Heap. Okay. Now I already did this crater, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Where is our maneuver? There it is. Janby is very happy to be near the moon. I could try to touch down in that canyon. Nah, that's crazy talk. Which way is the sun going to go? Because I'm thinking about touching down in this crater. But I don't know if the sun will still be shining on it on our next orbit. First off, we need to adjust our orbit. That should be close enough. Oops. That was a bit... Didn't have fine control switched on? Okay. That works. That works. Now we are going to see about... Actually, we are going to see about still some lag. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So we are going to burn this way. Around here, I think. That should do it. That should do it. How far out is that maneuver? 12 minutes. And we're in the dark again. Okay, like this. Let's do that near the 15-second mark. That should do it. Still way too early. But that's normal for me. Okay, like this. Yep. And then we are going to start our landing maneuver around here. Yeah. That should work. Oh! I don't know if I did that, I don't think I did. I've installed a pair of barometers on this craft. It's based near the moon. Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't do that reading yet. Take data. East crater. Shame. Thought maybe we could do the... Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe we could do the EVA report about that polar region that is the rim of the crater. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Might help if I turn on SAS. Nope. Just isn't happening, it seems. Ah, there we are, just above the moon's poles. So, yeah. Okay, that's Highlands. But yeah, the crater rim is a pole. Who would have thought it? Oops. Okay. So we are going to get above that crater about here and then do that whole killing our horizontal velocity thing. At least that's the plan for the time being. We are just going to... No, that's the Midlands, we already got those. Still Midlands. I just want to do the EVA report above that crater. I think it's more like this. Should be about now. No? What? What? Ah, there we are. Moon's twin craters. Keep data. Board. SAS on. And reduce horizontal velocity. Where are we coming down? Yep, that looks good. Pretty much in this area here. The 9 kilometers up. Okay. Those were our boosters. Landing legs out. No. Because the switch starts as toggled on, and if the landing legs are in, so when you hit the toggle for the landing gear for the first time, you end up just toggling the switch and not the landing gear. Bit annoying too, but you get used to it as long as you don't want to lower the landing legs right before touchdown. I mean, you can do that as well, you just have to hit the toggle twice. I mean, it makes sense for planes, because they started the landing gear extended, but when it comes to rockets, that usually isn't the case. Oops. That was a bit slow. No, 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 don't fall over. Okay, there we are. Almost tipped the lander over, but we have touched down. Observe materials bay. Keep that. Mystery goo. Keep that. Thermometer. Keep that. Barometer. The pressure gauge is sitting there motionless. Perhaps you should tap it a few times to be sure. Looks like we are still in a vacuum. Crew report. We are just gonna transmit that one. And then Janby goes EVA. I'm not sure. Okay, or do that. I really need some ladders. What? Okay. Wee. Okay. EVA report. Do we even have Kerbin in the sky here? Doesn't look like it. I thought so. Now I need to go to map view. Ah yeah, we don't. It's just below the horizon. Okay, so plant flag. JMB's twin site, because, you know, it's the twin craters. Okay, I stole that one from a friend. Because we got 70,000 funds for getting the flag, but when I accepted the contract we were already halfway here. Oops. Okay, board. Now, where was the crew report? We can transmit that. We keep everything else. Yeah. Atmospheric pressure scans in space seem to always return that the instrument reads 0. It's as if we were in a vacuum. We can actually transmit that one as well. And that. Okay. Now we're going to need to gather some more electric charge. Okay, we got that. We are doing that more or less. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I accepted another contract to transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbin, and we got the what was it called? The barometer. Speaking of accepting contracts and having stuff, no, I'm doing that when we are back in orbit, because that's what we're going to do now. Oops, that's a bit low. Okay, oh, I could actually activate SAS again. Oops. Okay. Nee. Okay, 29. 5 minutes. Actually, we don't need all those probes right now. Heh. Am I going to be close enough to that crater? It's 28 seconds to our maneuver. No, I'm not. Shame. Unless, of course, I do this. gonna do it like this. And we're in orbit. And I wanted to see if maybe I can get... Okay, like this. EVA report. Maybe I can get another... another EVA report for something new, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Shame. Thought maybe we could get the Midland crater, but okay. Bored. Oh no, heh. Something I forgot. Oops, this way. Collect that. Dong. Collect that. Yeah, that's okay. Which one did I use? Did I use this side? Yep, I did. Very good. Take data. Okay. There we are. Board. I said board. Grab. Board. There we are. Okay. Okay. Now to get back to Kerbin. 288. 383. This 284. 178. 92. 0. That was a bit too low. 16. That's also a bit low. 34. That's good. That's good. That works. Whoops, I don't have SAS active. Hey. Now, what I started saying, you may notice that we are currently completely free of crew reports on Kerbin, because I finally got that crew report with the orbital genius. That was a bit of a long story. And I got Leggy back in as well. Oh yeah. Let's actually do that at 2/3 thrust. And we have left, or we are leaving the moon's SOI. Okay, like this. And we are at 36 kilometers. We could get ourselves down to 28. Moon escape in an hour. Yeah, we can just write that out. Say goodbye to the moon, Janby. Yeah, I've restructured the Baby lander once again. I removed one of the material space because the current amount, or with the current setup, we can only land once anyways. So we only need one. I kept the second... Oh, no. I kept the second one in, or the second goo container, because of balance reasons. Other than that, I've just moved the individual parts around a bit. As in, I placed the goo containers lower than the... I keep forgetting what they are called. Radiators? That's it. Because otherwise... I wasn't sure if the radiators clip into the boosters. Okay. There we are in Kerbin orbit, and I think we want to get back in 4 hours 45 minutes ish. Add alarm. Whee. Okay. We are approaching switch to. We're approaching the maneuver node for this one. 13.8 meters per second. Okay, that should be doable. Just about. Because yeah, we are a bit low on fuel, but it should be enough for this. I'm not sure about finalizing our orbit around Minmus, I have to say. But at least we will get generally in the right direction. Correct inclination and all that. Apoapsis, periapsis are bound to be off. I don't know if we can fix that with the fuel we still have, but I'm going to try. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, that should do this. Take care of that. Okay, so we need to add a maneuver. Oops, get our apoapsis in, but not that far. And no, this way. Actually do it something like this. Okay. That should do it, actually. Whoops. Yep. Like this. .483, 482, that's okay, and we got 495 to 497, yeah, that's 2,000 kilometers. Okay. That needs 4 meters per second of delta V. I think we might just be able to do that. I'm going to delete that alarm. I have to take care of that off camera. I'm going to add this just to be on the safe side. Because otherwise I might have missed this one. I can only warp to a certain acceleration now, because we are also coming up on the raw time alarm for the Savage Garden, for Janby's return. Okay, that was a bit much, but should be good enough for government work. And it is good enough. Okay, it wasn't government work, it's... what was it? I forget it. Stadler Engineering, I think. 85,000 funds. Okay. Crap. That's something I didn't want to happen, actually. You know, it annoys me when that stuff doesn't work. Okay, switch to this. Okay. I can't seem to turn off, or there seems to be a bit of a problem with turning on and off the markers in map view sometimes. And we're coming back into Kerbin, and it's going to be a night landing. Close alarm. We haven't had one of those in quite a while. Or maybe we are... or maybe we'll be able to come around. Okay, that's the goo containers. I would presume. Oh right, we've got a very inclined orbit. I was wondering why this rocket is pointed up like this, but yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the landing legs are taking heat. And yeah, the re-entry effects are less smooth, because I also turned down anti-aliasing. And I think the effects as well. Although I have to say, this looks a bit more rugged. Cooler, in my opinion. But whatever. 27, 28 kilometers. And we burn the rest of our fuel. Now it's the question whether the landing leg will explode before that. Yeah, okay, that's... bringing down our apoapsis. Okay, we're definitely going to land. Which means we don't need the engine stage anymore. Which means I will have to disable SAS for this. Off it goes! Yeah, we're still at 20 kilometers. Ah, the debris is going to overshoot us. Pass us by, I think. Yeah. It's passing above us and we are falling towards the sunrise. No. Or are we? Yeah, that's east, yeah. Falling towards the sunrise. Minmus is over here. The moon is on the other side of Kerbin. I should probably think about deploying the parachute. Just, you know, as an idea. And it's going to be a water landing. Oh well. In the dark. 5 kilometers. I'm wondering if we will hear the splashdown. Yeah, I think we will. Otherwise it would have despawned already. Splash. Splish splash. Yep, time for some physics warp, because it's pretty dark in here. Oops, that was a bit too much warping. Anyway. Salvage and recovery. We are at 454 science. Oh boy. We recovered, or we got 9,000 funds from the parts, which is pretty nice. Janby is back and she gained 2 XP. We are at 1.5 million funds, which means I am thinking about... oh yeah, we got contract. I am thinking about upgrading this. And I'm gonna do that. More buildings! Because now we could grab the next upgrades. Advanced fuel systems, or the heavier rocketry with the mainsail engine, supersonic flight, which would give us more parts, our first cargo bay. No, actually, the way they describe it here, we should have one already, but we don't. That's odd. Ah, because the short cargo bay is not here. Rocket fuel fuselage, liquid fuel, monopropellant. No, what? Ah, short cargo bay is here, and the Clampotron as well. Ah, this would be stuff that's good for building planes. But I'm still missing the next engine, and that is here. And we are we are 6 science short of getting supersonic flight and high altitude flight, which would give us yeah, an actual plane that could go to space. But then we wouldn't have the Clampotron. I'm not sure about that yet. Bigger landing struts, which would also be nice. Medium landing gear, we don't need that yet. We don't have big enough planes. Werner engines, more monopropellant tanks. Fly-by-wire avionics hub, which means even Kerbals who aren't pilots can fly spacecraft. Huh. I could send my scientists to the moon. Or we just get the next size command pod and use that to get to the moon, which would mean we have 3 Kerbals there, or we can get 3 Kerbals there at once. We would need the parachute, but that's not a problem. Ladders and the mobile processing lab, which would actually be interesting in combination with the docking port. Because that would really mean we could do our build our first space station. I'll think about it. I'll think about it to until next episode. Advanced electrics. We're fairly certain no one will ever need more than 64 kilowatts of power for anything. Yeah. That's a nice shout out. Okay. There's one more thing I want to do today, and that is find Minmus again. No, that's not what I want to do. Or not the actual thing I want to do. I want to fly with Gamzee, who is currently not panicking for a change. What happened, Gamzee? Noticed I wasn't there to mess up your flight plans. So we are close to Minmus. Very close. Oh crumbs! I could have... oh well. I could have done stuff in high Minmus orbit. But that's okay. It's not the last time we're going here, I think. Keep data. There's that thermometer. Temperature scan. Crew report, we're gonna transmit that one right away. Five data. Oh, 12 science. Okay, that's actually not bad. Okay, do an EVA report just above Minmus's Midlands. Port. Review our data. We keep that and we transmit that one home as well. Oops. SAS is off, of course. Of course. Okay. Now we don't need a lot of thrust or a lot of delta V to get this orbit. That's because Minmus is... well, I'm not sure why it is. I think it's because Minmus is so small. Okay. Whoa. Zoomed out a bit far. Okay, where could we do a landing? We could do one here, and we could do one there. Now we're pointed west. That means... which way is the planet turning? This way. That means we could actually do this. And land here. Gamzee doesn't seem to like being that close to a planet. Or a moon, or anything. Or maybe she doesn't like being in the sun. Sun allergy or something. Okay, what else did I want? Not much. 11 minutes. Oh, come on. Going to be... no? Because I've been turning into in the wrong direction. There we are. Oops. Okay. No, this one. Now that we got that taken care of. Eeps. Okay. Okay, like this. What actually was our crew report? Lake beds. Right. Lake beds. EVA report. Lowlands. Stored data. Yeah, not what I wanted. Ching. Oh wait. Visual surveys. Visual surveys. Return to Kerbin from the orbit of Minmus. We can't just leave vessels in orbit of Minmus forever. Those things are expensive. Return one to Kerbin. We are going to take that. We are not going to take the rescue missions. Explore Ike, explore Duna. We've got enough satellites. Science data from the surface of Minmus. We could take this, but it's gonna take a while till we get it. Not this. No rescue. I was hoping that there would be a contract to like plant a flag on Minmus. Moon. to pick that yet. But I thought there might be a contract to land on Minmus. But apparently we can't get that. Okay, then we don't. Actually, we're just gonna take this one as well. No satellite, no rescue. No satellite. From orbit of Minmus, okay. Suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. We might end up doing that at some point. Okay, no, let's just skip that. No, that's the moon. This is Minmus. Actually, I want to not display the probes. Yeah, try this. Okay, 5 minutes. There we are. Ching. We might be able to do another EVA. Nah. We engage SAS. Why is it zoomed out so far? Actually, this might have been a bit bad. Did I just mess up? Yes, I just messed up the way the sun is moving relative to Minmus, or Minmus is rotating. Whichever, so we are going to end up with a night landing, I suppose. Just gonna have to move this a bit in that direction. Okay, do it like this. Okay, we are going to do an EVA report right above the lesser flats. Boarding, SAS on. Kill our horizontal velocity mostly. Oops, that was a bit not exactly what I wanted. That's okay. Oops. Okay, yeah, we're coming in well. Lower the landing legs. And I'm gonna have to turn on the lights at some point. But not yet. We are still in the sun. And the lights do take some... Actually, how much? No, okay, the sun is recharging the batteries. Or the battery. About as much as we need. Or by about as much as we need for the lights. So as long as we don't see the lights on the ground, we don't need to worry. When we do, we do. I mean, sure, I'm already seeing ground scatter, but we should be mostly fine. What is going on? Ah, we were still at orbital velocity when I adjusted our retrograde marker. Okay, like this. Oh, can actually just drop those. They are not doing us any good anymore. How far down is it? Whoa! Okay. Okay. That was a bit scary. And I think for the next, or before the next landing, I am going to replace those lamps by the Mark 1. Whew. That was scary. Okay, we are still getting sun on those panels. Okay. The boosters broke into many parts, and most of them flew back in the air, and now they are coming back down. That's what the low gravity of Minmus does. You observe the goo. Great. Observe the materials bay. While the material samples were processed, you began to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mid-desert, and have discovered that you are now hungry. Okay, we still got Minmus Lesser Flats. I'm gonna transmit that, and I'm gonna transmit that as well. Whee! Oh, I got the upgraded science R&D center. That means we can take surface samples. The surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains. Very pretty. Probably not eatable. Oh, that's awesome. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Whee! So, this one's gonna take a while? Or maybe not. Okay, plant flag. Gems. Gemsies. What do we call it? Point? Landing. Okay. With that we got a flag planted at Minmus for 122,000 funds. Experimental data from the surface of Minmus for another 41,000 and 3 science. And that's that for now. Oops, that's actually a bit... Just remembered. Log temperature, okay. Nice. So that whole sliding up or down ladders thing isn't due to the ship rotating. What it is annoying. Log temperature, keep data. You go EVA again. No, you already did an EVA report. Take data, yes. Board. Okay. I think I will leave the craft here, as is, until next episode. Right, research science limit 500, surface samples, resource transfer, oh right, now things are going to be fun. Nothing new. Wanted to check this. Okay, nothing. So now that we got 500 science, we can probably take some more things, unlock some more things. But we aren't going to do that now. We are going to do that next episode, I think. I will try to bring Valentina and who was it? And Burkas in, who are still on their way back from the moon. They kinda ran out of fuel, so things happen. But I'll try to fix that off camera. And next episode I will come up with something new to do. I think we're going to invest in bigger rockets and maybe getting several Kerbals to Minmus, to Minmus or the moon, or both. Yeah, actually both, because for the full science, for the full experience, I think they need to have gone everywhere. And maybe next episode we will even build our first space station. I got a feeling that could be fun. Provided, yes, we got the Not Rockomax micronode. Yes, that should work then. Then we can build a science station. We need 320. Do we need those? Not necessarily, but we need those. 320, 410. Yeah. Actually, I would like this one as well. So maybe I'll bring Gemsi back from Minmus first. Yeah, I might do that off camera. Get Gemsi back from Minmus and then do the space station building and maybe even create the Debbie 2 lander on camera next episode. So until then, I don't think there will be a Wednesday episode. I think the next one is going to be Sunday again. Because as you're watching this, or as I'm uploading this, I will have been gone for the last week. And yeah, so Wednesday episode is not likely to happen. So until next Sunday, thank you everyone, and good night.